Hey everyone, Bob Spyro here, SNB Blogging Academy, out of Whitensville, Mass, home of the Wellness Revolution. Welcome to our video training here. This is the training how to generate MLM leads for your business, online versus offline, if you will. The purpose of this video is to show you why online marketing trumps offline marketing every day of the week. I've compiled some notes here reiterating some of the things that we've done in the past, and then I'm going to go over 4 or 5 of the reasons why online marketing trumps offline marketing every day of the week. So, as you've heard, the first thing you do when you get started in your business, and we tell people to do the same thing too, because you shouldn't neglect the contacts that you have, and that's build a list of contacts of 100 people. Then you're going to want to call them up, invite them to look at some information, do some follow-up phone calls with your upline, invite them to a hotel presentation, etc. That's the classic way. I mean, they teach that in the insurance industry, and every MLM company is teaching that as the foundational way to build your business. You got good products and services, obviously you're going to want to go out and get customers, but your Aunt Nellie or your sister Lou or your brother Bob may not be the person who you'd like to be in business with, if you will, and you get to choose who you want to partner up with as you build your online empire. So the next thing that they tell you to do when you run out of warm market people to talk to is obviously you can buy some leads. We've got some fresh double opt-in $5. They got to join your business tomorrow, hot to trot, credit card in hand leads. We used to buy 300 of them. We used to spend $300 a month to buy 1,000 opt-in leads. Of course, the list was processed, wasn't scrubbed, was sold out to many, many people. You get somebody on the phone if you're lucky enough to, and they have no interest. They don't know why you called them, and they hang up rudely and are mad at you. And it's a great way to destroy your attitude. So please don't buy leads ever. It's the worst investment you'll ever make. What you can do is stay around long enough to learn how to generate your own leads, if you will. Let's see. So we move on here to what the next thing you're going to be doing. As you move through life, you're just going to wander right by that magical person who's going to make you a fortune. All you got to do is reach out to everybody and just, recruit them. Okay? You live around here. What do you do for work or a living? If I could show you a way to make an extra $300, $500, $10,000 a month, would you open to some information? Okay, so if you feel comfortable prospecting everybody, maybe that's a good way for you to build your business. And I know I had a history, an experience in direct sales. I used to call on factories, manufacturing plants. And as a matter of fact, that's one of the next things we're going to be talking to is cold calling. But unless you've got a history or experience in that industry, that's way out of most people's comfort zones. Don't you agree? And if you're working a job, I mean, how much time do you have to stop in and do that type of prospecting? So that rules that method out. What we used to do is we had a program called the $1 Million Build many years ago, where we bought lists of people who are looking to make money from home and then stuffed $1 million bills with a 3-page letter in as a prospecting, as a hook. And we used to send 500 of them out a month. That's, $170 back then or more just to get a mailing out, not to mention the $20 I used to pay the grandkids to stuff all the envelopes, put the stamps on, the labels on, the return address had to be stamped, done to. It was a nightmare. I mean, it was a labor-intensive opportunity. And we did recruit some people by doing that, but try to get your downline to do that who's not dedicated, cemented in, and financially capable of it. So that was the $1 million build. I mean, we've certainly done a lot of interesting things to build our business. The other thing we did a lot of was way back in the heyday, and I think it's a pretty good idea today because of what we have here, but we do it a little differently, is contact health and wellness professionals, chiropractors, naturopaths, the gyms, the spas, etc. People have an interest in health and wellness, and we have the premier products. We've got videos of professional doctors, if you will, and them commenting, and obviously the results that people are having. So that marketplace is approachable, but we do it a little differently today than we used to, because time is valuable. And how much time do you have to go knock, knock? I'm here to save the world, if you will. I've got some information I need you to look at. It just isn't duplicatable. Only a certain amount of people know how to do that and are willing to. So this is going way, way back. We actually used to use fax blasts. You could buy a service where they sent faxes. Obviously today it's transgressing from email. Okay, now we're doing more and more SMS, text messaging, mobile marketing. That's the future of the internet marketing, if you will. But compare that to how ineffective it was to do, fax blasting, how obnoxious it was to wake up in the morning with a whole bunch of junk faxes, if you can remember that far back. Other things we've done is to run ads in newspapers. You got a good 3-minute sizzle 800 number where you can drive people to. They leave their contact information. Then you got to play phone tag with them and try to call them back, interview them, and close them up over the phone. Once again, that was a thing we used to do. Today, we can still do the same thing with the newspaper app, but we drive them to a landing page. We put them onto a list, and that's the way we follow up with them. Much more effective, much more efficient, much more profitable, if you will. So that encompassed, by the way, running hotel meetings. And where we are today is only a few locations around the country are hotbeds where there's enough people to support a hotel meeting. We ran one for several years out at the Framingham Sheraton, the Sheraton Tower out in Framingham. $125 a night, 4 weeks, 4.3 weeks a month, weeks a month, if you will. We had to get 25 reps out there, paid the $5 per member, or we had to come up with the money to pay for the room. And we didn't make any money unless enough of the people brought guests, and we did that for years. Talk about a time commitment. You got to get there an hour before. You got to set up. You got to be promoting the event. You got to wait till everybody leaves, clean up, take care of everything, and then get home. It's what you call running a home-based business. And then obviously the busier you are, the more time you spend doing three-way calls, the more of your team members are consuming your time. And they're talking about doing three-way calls at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's dedication and commitment, but that's also insanity and not time freedom in my book. So what I'm going to share with you is the new way, or thoughts about how to build a business using the internet. And if you're not using the internet today, your competition is, so you're definitely losing market share. Seeing as how, and I think you'll agree, our health is our most valuable asset, and the most precious commodity we have in life is time and the freedom to enjoy it at your own leisure, doing what pleases you and what motivates and inspires you. So the amount of time spent running between home party and hotel meeting and cold calling, talking to strangers on the phone compared to setting yourself up with the system online is incredible. Now, even if you're sleeping, we have systems that are running 24/7 that can gather leads, prospect for us, and turn them into customers. So we don't talk to people until they've either opted in or bought something from us. Compare that to the model where you chase people versus what we do is attract people. So it's an absolute no-brainer. When you consider the amount of leverage that we have by building an online system. And the same thing is true with exposure. Let's face it, it can take up to 7 exposures for someone to make a decision to join your business. In the online world, you'll demonstrate your products and services through a video or through a blog post or through a Facebook group or through a webinar or a hangout or a live stream, which happens with you or without you. So you're out of the picture. You're warming your market up. You're giving them enough information. You're showing them that you're real people having success and giving them enough reasons why they need to get started today without having to go through all that time-consuming runaround, the traditional way that people build the business. Follow-up is wonderful. It's what you do is you have given people information. They've got a product or a sample. They need more exposure. So you got to try to play phone tag with them to convince or satisfy their queries to get them started. Versus online, when they're in a autoresponder, they're getting a sequence of messages from us. They're getting, broadcasts from us about events and special information. And quite often, it just happened several times in the last week, people actually will take the challenge and sign up and become customers without us interfering. And then it's just a simple wake-up call. Then you do the three-way call with the upline, show them the system and support, plug them in, get their goals, motivate and inspire them to attain their own innate greatness by utilizing technology. And I think you'll agree that there's a lot more leverage in working in online modus of operandi. And that's the joke. It's called the home-based business. You're in hotel meetings. You're at Super Saturdays. You're doing three-way calls. You're out chasing people doing samples one-on-one, which is absolutely just nuts and crazy. It's a complete waste of time unless people have seen information. Then they're ready to have a sample and get started, or they've already signed up. That's the time you want to meet and greet with people, if you will. So working at home, it's called preaching the dream, living the nightmare, is why David Wood put together the Empower Network with all the training through the Top Producer Formula and the Team Builder Formula to teach you what you need to do to transform your business and put it online. That's what we're doing with Prosper Online with snb.com. That's what we've done with healthycoffeebiz.mlmleadgenpros.com. That's what we've done with the GoXFuseApp.mlmleadgenpros.com. We have a series of sales funnels that we've created. We drive free and paid traffic to the sales funnels. They opt in, requesting information, raising their hand, saying they're interested. We also blog daily and tell others by getting things ranked in the search engine so people come find us for a change. Compare that once again to the modus of operandi that's being taught today by traditional network marketers, and then you make a decision as to how you want to build your business. In either case, welcome aboard in advance to our Hangouts Tuesday evenings at XFuseWellnessRevolution.com, where we'll do the heavy lifting for you. We'll tell the story. We'll recruit your prospects into our business, and we'll see you on the beaches of the world. Make it a healthy, prosperous day. We'll see you on the inside. What you need to do now is click on the link below this video and just get some more information. And we'll look forward to that welcome call and developing the game plan that will reach your financial objective and your health objectives in the year 2015. Make it a great day. You deserve it. Bye-bye for now.